Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode. I have my little brother with me today. Malek, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Malek and I'm getting interviewed.
Yeah, that's true. Do you want to tell them anything about yourself?
I'm smart, I have a good memory, and I like to memorize stuff.
What do you mean by you're smart? Explain to everyone what you mean by that.
I really like to do math, and I just, I don't know, it's...
What about anything else about yourself? Favorite things you like to do?
I like playing football, my teacher is super nice, so I like hanging, I guess. I like her because she's super nice.
Oh, good. Okay, so I have a few questions for you today. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so I first want to talk about our favorite things about each other. So I'm going to share my favorite thing about you, and then you can share your favorite thing about me.
Okay.
Deal?
Deal.
Okay, so my favorite thing about you is that you're very, very kind and thoughtful. And anytime I need help with anything, you're just immediately ready to go to help me. And you're super... I know I said thoughtful already, but you're very service-oriented, and so if I need help with something, you'll go make me food, or you'll fill my hydro flask, or you went and got my hydro flask the other day when I was at choir, or I remember I came down one time and you made a bed for me because I didn't have somewhere to sleep.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And so you just are always such a nice kid, and I also love how thoughtful you are and how you are smart. I like that you like school and learning.
Yeah. So it's like most of the days. Most of the days
what?
I like most of the days at school, but some days it's just kind of not fun.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty normal, though, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Okay, my favorite thing about you.
Uh-oh.
I really like when you always protect me from Corwin, if I ever need something, if you're really nice, and if I ever want something, you can kind of help me, and if I ever just, need someone to help me do something, or, play a game with me, then you'll always help me out and play a game with me or do something for me.
I like it, thank you. Okay, what's your favorite memory of us?
My favorite memory? I don't know. My memories are not good. I mean,
You just said they were good.
Well, my memory's good for, remembering, numbers and words, but, remembering memories, that's a different thing.
Oh, okay.
And, most of my time with you has been when I'm young, so...
That's true, too.
Well, but my favorite memory would probably be when we would... actually...
Okay, I'll go first while you think. My favorite memory of us is when you were pretty little, so you don't remember, but we would just hang out and do stuff, and I'd babysit, and so you were 2 or 3, and you would just say silly things, and I'd do silly things to make you laugh, and you were very, very self-sufficient. You would make your own food at age 2 or 3, and Mom told us one time that she came home or came into the room and you had chicken nuggets in the microwave, but you didn't know how long to warm them for, so it was 20 minutes or something, but she came in before it was in too long, so... Anyway, but my favorite memory of you is just doing fun little things. I remember I helped you learn how to ride a bike, or I rode bikes with you, or we went riding in the river trail. Do you remember that at all?
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
So that's my favorite memory of us, just doing little things like that.
Mm-hmm. And now that I've been thinking about it, my favorite memory of you is probably just playing games with you. Whenever we're playing a game, or like we're at like a family reunion or something, and you're always just nice and play games or whatever, just at home and I'm really bored, and even though you don't want to, you still play a game with me. You like would play games with me and stuff.
Yeah, I like when we play Catan with Dad. You, me, and Dad. It's fun.
Yeah, it is.
Although I get really frustrated that I've never won the game, and you and Dad just keep winning, and I just can't win, and no matter how hard I try, I just can't win. I think I've played that game like 10 times now between different people, and some with you guys and some with friends, and not once have I won that game.
Actually, I didn't know you didn't win with your friends.
Yeah, I've played with my friends a few times, and I have never won with them. One time I had 9 points, so the goal is to get 10 points, and I had 9 points, and then another player took the longest road from me, and so then I went from 9 points to 7 points, and then my other friend was at 9 points, and anyway, I ended the game with 9 points because I was able to get 2 more points, but my friend ended up winning before I won, because she had 9, so she got 10. But anyway, never won the game.
That's interesting.
Yep, so when we play it sometime, because I'm down for a little bit, I'm going to try to break that. And win!
Hopefully I win too.
Oh yeah. I don't want you to go easy on me. I just want to win fair and square.
And I just want to crush you.
Oh no. Okay, so what's your favorite thing to do? I know you kind of already said that, but tell us what's your favorite thing to do, or what do you love to do?
What I love to do is always playing with my friends or family. If it is playing games at a family reunion, like what I said earlier, like just playing games with somebody, or if I'm at the park and I'm there with my friends, then just playing football, soccer, any sport there really. Swimming with my friends and with family. It's just, that's my favorite thing.
Yeah, that does sound fun. Okay, and then what is one thing you remember from when I lived at home?
One thing I remember, definitely like whenever Corn would teasing me or something, then you'd come and you'd get him right back. He'd do the exact same thing.
So our brother Corwin, he is older than Malek and younger than me, and sometimes, well, a lot of the times he teases, and sometimes he would be pushing Malek around or whatever, trying to tease him, and then I would come in and be funny and kind of tease him back, so that's what Malek's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Perfect. And then, if you could have one wish, what would you want?
Probably lots of money, so I could pay off the house and get all the things and pay for college and all the things life has.
That's a good wish. What would be the first thing you would buy with that money?
Like paying off something. I tried to save it for a while, and I tried to keep it, so I wouldn't try to go and spend it on everything. I just try to spend it on the big essentials until you start getting the...
Okay, so would you invest it?
I don't know. I probably would try to pay off everything and then start something with it.
Okay. Okay, what do you want to do when you grow up?
What do I want to do? I really want to, in a way, I want to become an entrepreneur and create my own business and stuff and be the CEO and stuff, but I don't want to do that because it takes years and years and years and years of doing stuff and prepping and having an idea and lots of hard work.
Does it have to be lots and lots and lots of years?
Well, I was asking Mom and Dad, and I said, I want to become an entrepreneur because I could, get the business going. And they said that you'd have to work hard for, 20 years. Work, your butt off for 20 years. And then you can kind of let the business do its own thing.
I see what you're saying, and I don't think they're wrong. But then also, I don't think earning money or making a business has to be super hard. It has to take a long time, you know?
If you have the right mindset and stuff.
Yeah.
Working the right
Yeah, because I have a friend whose boyfriend owns his own company, and he's 27. So, you don't have to be 20 years or take forever and ever. You can be a successful person and make good money when you're young, too, you know? So I like that. And then, so you want to be an entrepreneur and come up with an idea or something. Is it going to be technology related or something else? Do you know?
I think I want it to be like something that will make your life easier. The iPhone, it helps you, like, it's a calculator and everything all in one. Like a TV that helps you get it, or like people are like making brain chips to kind of like, instead of having to type all the things and do all the things, it can just stuff, and like making things that you used to have to do everything by hand. Everything.
That's true.
But now it's robots that do it. You get a robot that does it hundreds of times better than you, because it doesn't need anything else other than instructions, and it'll do it every time.
So are you going to create robots?
I don't know. Maybe, if that's what it takes to get it really successful.
There you go. Okay, what is your favorite thing to learn about in school?
My favorite thing. Math and, like, learning new skills. I love, like, I'm good at math, and I really like being the top in math. And learning new subjects to add to that top of math and, like, learning it. Like, I learn it in class, and then I, like, kind of, like, teach myself how to do it even more, which makes me the top of that subject too.
So you like being the best of the best?
Yeah.
But you're willing to do the hard work to get there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what is your favorite Disney movie?
My favorite Disney movie is the new Mario movie. Disney? Like, did they partner with Disney?
I don't know, actually. Well, you like the new Mario movie, but what... Okay, so I have two different questions. I have what's your favorite movie, and then what's your favorite Disney movie? So you can say that's your favorite movie, but what's your favorite Disney movie?
That's not my favorite movie.
Oh, it's not your favorite movie. Okay, so what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, I really liked all the Marvel movies, and I really liked a lot, like the Venom movie and the Venom 2. I really liked those, and the movies with lots of humor and
comedy.
The Jason Bourne movies, I really like those too.
So you like action movies with some comedy. Though there's not much comedy in Jason Bourne.
Yeah, I do like... Just Jason Bourne's good all through all.
Yeah, he is a good one. Matt Damon is a pretty cute guy. My favorite movie is, or one of them that I like, is Real Steel. Do you remember that one?
Oh, yeah, I really like...
Real Steel is such a good movie.
I remember I watched it one time, and I was like, this is really good. And then I watched it again, and then I just, like, have been... As soon as I, like, am at that stage where I kind of, like, forget about the movie and, like, I not have it completely memorized, then I watch it again.
Yeah. Oh, so you watch it again so that you don't have it memorized? Or... Wait, what are you saying?
When I, like, don't have it in me anymore, like, after, like, a while, and I've watched lots of other movies, and I forget, then I'm like, oh, I want to know that movie again. I want to experience the goodness after, like...
Okay.
Like, when you watch a movie twice in a row, you're like, oh, this happens, it's not good. But, like, once you watch it and you wait for a while, then you're like, yeah, this is good.
I think that's the same with books. I don't normally like rereading books, but if I reread them a few years after I've read them, then I like them, you know?
Yeah.
But reading the same book twice in a row, that kind of is pointless, I feel like. But...
Even more than movies, because movies you're sitting there for 2 hours. Books you're sitting there for many more hours.
That is true. That is true. It does take longer to read books for sure. Okay, so what is your favorite song? Do you have a favorite song right now?
I do have a lot of good songs that I know. Recently I've really liked Fancy Like, that movie, that song.
Oh, yeah.
Because Mom played it one time in the bathroom and I heard it. How I, like, memorize songs that I listen to them over and over again, and if I really like them, then I listen to them. So I memorized Fancy Like really quickly, and then I said it, like, in my classroom, and then people in my classroom started memorizing it, and then, like, my teacher would play it in class sometimes, and it's just nice.
That is fun. Do you like when you affect your class?
Yeah.
That is cool. Okay, so I just paused it, and Malek and I looked at all of my words of potential words of the day. And if you didn't know, what I do is I read a lot, and anytime I don't know a word, I copy and paste it into my vocab, and then it becomes potential word of the day. So I really only share words that I don't know or didn't know at one time. Though sometimes I really like a word, that's more rare, though. Most of the times I didn't know them at one point. So anyway, Malek and I picked this word. He picked this one. It is impetus. We're hopefully saying it right, or I'm hopefully saying it right. It is a noun and is the force or energy with which a body moves. So, some more words for that is momentum, impulsion, impelling force, motive, driving force, drive, continuing motion, energy, force, power, push, steam, strength. So, Malek, how do you want to relate this to what we've been talking about?
Like motion and like movement. So,
well, actually, the example sentence here is new products were introduced to give the sales force, fresh impetus. So there you go. With your, or I guess more words for this mean incitement, incentive, inspiration, encouragement, boost, urging. So I think it's like movement that's forward movement.
So like good movement?
I think so, yeah, because that's what it looks like. So anyway, if you do become an entrepreneur, then maybe you'll come up with new products to have fresh impetus or fresh movement.
Mm-hmm. If I created a robot that instead of it could, like, I know they probably already have this, but like make it so you can instantly tell if money's real. Like they have something electronic actually in a dollar bill or anything like a coin that actually says if it's real or fake. And the only way to get that would be, I feel like it would be a more efficient way instead of that marker and the red and blue fiber test. And it would be more efficient to actually like have a chip inside of it or something. Now I know they already have like
inside each dollar bill.
Well, like I know that they have like these hairs, like computer little microchip that's like little like hairs type, and you could put that inside the dollar bill to have a dollar bill. So you could say like, oh, you could take one from $1 bill and put it in a different one, but that wouldn't work because like it would like scan how much it's worth too. It's not like you could take one from a $1 bill and put it into 100. You said that like in each dollar bill, but you could like they have robots. You could make a robot that makes those robots.
Whoa, that sounds like a lot. I do think it would be cool if there was a tracker in cards, like credit cards, so that you could find your credit card if it got lost. But that being said, I mean, someone would abuse that and then track someone else's card or something. It's just hard. Anytime you design something, you have to think about all of the ways that people could misuse it, you know? Mm-hmm. Okay, so then for the quote of the day, do you want to read it?
Okay. Siblings, your only natural enemy who you still manage to love unconditionally.
What do you think about it? That is by Linda Sunshine. I wonder if her last name's actually Sunshine or not.
Yeah. I think that's really true, too. So, like, siblings, the only enemy, like, you hate your siblings, but you still, like, if something happened to them, you would love them a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if hate is the right word.
On the occasion. On the occasion.
On the occasion? Oh my gosh. Corwin, our brother, sent me something the other day that was a video, and it was this guy, and it basically said, like, hugging or telling my siblings I love them, and he's like, no. And then it said taking a bullet for them, and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, Corwin doesn't say I love you, nor does he hug us, but apparently he'd take a bullet for me, so that meant a lot.
Yeah.
So, I guess they love you when it matters most, hopefully. But yeah, you definitely fight a lot with your siblings, but I feel like when you grow up, the relationships normally get better, you know?
Mm-hmm. When you're a child, you have like a relationship with your sibling, but you grow up and you have a lot more experience with them, so you start learning about them even more, and which makes you care about them more.
Yeah, true. I am excited for the day when we're all grown up and we have our own kids and we can do family gatherings and stuff like that, because that was one of my favorite things growing up, is hanging out with my cousins and my aunts and uncles.
Definitely.
You know, I still love to do that.
just not too long ago, my cousins came down, and our cousins came down, and we played games. It's just so fun having actually someone to play with, and like, if you're just at home, sometimes you're all alone, and there's just nothing to do anything with, but like with cousins come over, it's basically like a permanent friend, a friend that actually, like, a permanent sleepover and stuff.
Yeah, built-in best friend. But aren't siblings that way too?
But
they could be, I guess.
I feel like a sibling, you spend so much time with them that they are that for the first little bit until you spend a lot of more time with them and you kind of get sick of them. But cousins, when they come down only 3 times a year, then you can actually savor that time more.
Okay.
Like, if you're with them forever, you're like, oh no, we can just do it another day. But when they come down 3 times a year, you're like, we gotta do everything. And it's just so fun.
That's true. But so maybe that's the case when you grow up because you don't live with your siblings anymore. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so that's our interview for today. Any final thoughts?
I think this was really fun, and I've never done anything like this before, so yeah, this has been really fun.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed my little brother Malek and my banter, though it does kind of seem a little bit awkward on the podcast, not gonna lie. Did you feel that way a little bit?
Yeah, definitely.
It does. It feels different. So in person, I feel like it's a little different. But on a podcast, it feels kind of weird a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to embrace imperfection, find meaning, satisfaction, and joy from the journey. I'm Kyra.
I'm Malek.
And this is Imperfectly Broken, the podcast.
podcast.